Monday afternoon, the Phoenix Suns fired head coach Mike Budenholzer, and this was highly anticipated after Phoenix Suns failed to make the playoffs. Now, honestly, I feel bad for Mike Budenholzer because he's not a bad coach. He did win a championship head coaching for the Bucks back in 2021 with Giannis, and I bet coming into this situation, like, he was excited because you look at the roster and that team on paper looks like a playoff team at least. They nobody could say like we expected the Phoenix Suns not to make the playoffs. Like, I even expected the Phoenix Suns to make the playoffs easily, and they didn't make it. That was very disappointing, but it's a business, and I expect the Phoenix Suns to like a whole new Phoenix Suns next year. Like, this team gonna look different from top to bottom, and sadly I had to start with Mike Budenholzer. And one thing that is very clear is that Kevin Durant is not a Phoenix Sun next season. All right, like Kevin Durant didn't make it clear, but Kevin Durant said subtle things that's kind of pointing us in that direction. Like, yeah, he's going to get traded this summer, and the Suns kind of made it clear. Like, they tried to trade him this trade deadline, but KD blocked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, KD, like, hold on, this don't make sense. About a month ago on Draymond Green's podcast, KD was asked by Baron Davis, do you want to end your career in Phoenix? And KD replied and said that he wants to end his career on his own terms. So, like, he kind of dodged that question kind of smoothly. He kind of just like changed the conversation to about how he blocked the trade going to Golden State. Apparently they had Golden State had some trade package lined up for Phoenix, and Phoenix was finna take it back in February, but KD blocked it. You know what I'm saying? KD said at this point in his career, it just don't make sense for him to just up and go in the middle of the season. We all know how much KD cost. You know what I'm saying? KD going to the Warriors would have costed Wiggins, it would have costed what she gave up for Jimmy, but more. So it's like KD just didn't think it was smart. He think, you know what I'm saying? I agree with him. Like, you going to a depleted team, going right into the playoffs, like, that's just too risky. It's just too much of a, you know what I'm saying? Just too much of a, like, it's too situational. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? You putting that team up together in February, trying to win the finals or something like that, trying to have playoff hopes. That's just not how you do it. KD knows that. So KD will prefer to get dealt in the summer. He said that on the Draymond Green podcast, saying, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want to move me in the summer, y'all can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes more sense. And now I can't help but to think, like, what is next for Kevin Durant? What is next for my GOAT, man? Like, what is next for KD, the best scorer of all time? A lot of rumors been out there about him joining Anthony Edwards. We know how close Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant is. Ever since they played on the Olympics together, it seemed like, KD took Ant under his wing, and they just besties. And now it seemed like during Team USA anyway. Ant was speaking so high on KD throughout the whole USA. We all know that Ant Edwards has a favorite basketball player, and that is Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? So it does look good. It makes sense. I think after making that cat trade for Julius Randle, the team was just up and down. Like, we seen the Minnesota Timberwolves look good at times. We also seen them look bad at times. So I feel like, honestly, where Kevin Durant lands, it really depends on the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure KD, his agent, his family is going to all be watching the NBA playoffs, chat. They all going to be watching the NBA playoffs, and they're going to be watching these teams hoop. And they're going to be seeing, like, okay, like, maybe KD should go there. Or maybe KD will be a better fit here. And I think also is, like, the Phoenix Suns also got to get a good package back. Because Devin Booker has expressed that he wants to retire in Phoenix, which means he's not going nowhere. Devin Booker is not going nowhere, and the Phoenix Suns made that clear, is that he's untouchable. So Devin Booker is untouchable. All those rumors about Cade and Devin Booker teaming up in Detroit is not happening. It can't. You know what I'm saying? It just can't happen. So I'm sorry to all the Pistons fans. I kind of would like to see that myself. Devin Booker is ideal for an offense like the Pistons, but it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker he wants to retire a Phoenix Sun, and that's going to happen. And I just think the worst part about all of this is I think if Bradley Beal was not with the Phoenix Suns, KD was probably still be with the Phoenix Suns, y'all. Like, the Phoenix Suns has no other option. Bradley Beal has a trade clause, which means he can literally determine where he goes. So if the Phoenix Suns come up to Bradley Beal and be like, hey, man, we want to trade you to Miami for such and such, such and such, and such and such, he can be like, nah, I don't want to go to Miami. I'd rather be in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can do that. He has the power to do that. And Bradley Beal was making so much money. The Wizards gave him the worst contract, probably I ain't gonna say of all time. We've seen worse contracts, but that Bradley Beal is up there. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, Bradley Beal is making a ton of money. I think he's set to make like $53 million or something like that, and he averaged 17 points per game. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, with that kind of drop off and him making that kind of money, it's like it's hard to have him on your team. But with that trade clause, he's most likely to stay in Phoenix with Devin Booker. As Kevin Durant probably can get them the best return out of the three, even though he is the oldest. Kevin Durant could probably get you the best package at the moment. Because this summer, man, teams is gonna be lined up, y'all. Like, it's gonna be teams wanting KD. And I think this situation is a lot different from him leaving the Warriors. I mean, leaving the Thunder to the Warriors is different from him leaving the Warriors to Brooklyn. It's different from any of his situations because he really didn't have a say in this one, y'all. He never requested a trade, not once. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad it was getting in Phoenix, he even expressed it on Draymond Green's podcast, saying, like, I didn't want to get traded in the middle of the season also because I wanted to see this thing through. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my coaches. I'm locked in always. So, like, if we got something put together and we trying to win a championship with this team, like, I ain't finna just give up on it mid-season. So, I rock with that. And a lot of people don't think KD's like that. A lot of people think KD just want to hop team to team. When he really wants to stay loyal to Phoenix, it was just impossible, y'all. I don't get how y'all can't see that. I don't get how the KD fans can't see that. They literally had to trade Nurkic. Like, it was getting that bad where their starting center had to get traded. Like, Nurkic was never that bad back in Portland. With Dame, I swear he wasn't. But with Phoenix, man, he just could not be a good center. He ended up getting traded to Charlotte. So it's like the Phoenix Suns has been going through so much. Like, players been in and out. Well, not really too much. Bradley Beal has missed a lot of games. I think he's only played like 102 games over his 2 seasons with the Phoenix Suns. Like, that's insane. There's 82 games in the season, y'all. So it's just, I don't know. You just got to figure this out. Going forward, I don't know what this team is going to look like. Like I said, I know it's going to look like a brand new Phoenix Suns. And I know one thing. Devin Booker will be a Phoenix Sun next season, but Kevin Durant will not be. And Bradley Beal is kind of up in the air. I've seen reports that they will, have discussions with Bradley Beal about his future in Phoenix. But Bradley Beal has made it clear too. Like, I seen in his post-game interview, I can't remember what game it was, but he literally expressed, like, I want to stay in Phoenix. Like, I love to be here, and I want to continue to be here. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what he said. Like, he expressed nothing that he wants to leave. So this is most likely, to me, that they're going to try to build around Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. And I'm really curious to see how they're going to do it. You're going to get a big haul back for KD no matter what team it is. I just think they gotta make sure to get the right package. Now, me personally, I want to see KD go to a legit contender, like somewhere he can go and like be the finishing touch to a championship title. Kevin Durant is my favorite player. He's my GOAT. He's always been my GOAT. I want to see him win one more title, y'all. I want to see him win one more title at least. And I think his best chance of winning the title is him either going to the Mavs, but the Mavs is really risky because we know how injury prone that team can be with those 3, Kyrie, AD, and KD. That big 3 right there of KD, Kyrie, and AD can probably be the best trio in the league, and they probably can't win a championship, but they're like all 3 of them being healthy is just kind of too good to be true to me. Throughout a whole playoffs, yeah, that's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, him going to the Mavs, it will look good. It's gonna be another Brooklyn. I feel like though it's gonna be another Brooklyn. It's gonna be another Phoenix. Like, people like kick AD just be out too much. AD be in and out too much. I said it. I'm sorry. I say it too much, but AD be in and out too much. You know what I'm saying? On top of Kyrie already being down for a whole year with that ACL, like, that Mavs team ain't gonna look good for a while, y'all. That Mavs team is not gonna look good for a while. I can't see that happening. I can't see KD going to the Mavs. I seen, like I said, Minnesota kind of seems right. But the Minnesota Timberwolves will have to give up a lot. I know Phoenix gonna want Jaden McDaniels. I know they're gonna want Julius Randle and some picks. Like, that's a lot for KD. Because then you're looking at a Minnesota Timberwolves team with just KD and Ant pretty much. And now you got to build around those two now. So it's like, that's why it's so hard to trade KD, is because, like, you trade for KD and now your team is depleted. So, like, gotta think about that, y'all. They gotta get the best package back. I think if Denver really wanted to go get KD, oh my gosh, I can really see that. You know what I'm saying? If the Denver Nuggets was to, like, have a bad postseason, like a disappointing playoff series where they lost to a team they wasn't supposed to, or they just didn't get where they wanted to, they already fired Michael Malone, y'all. Like, that's already gonna be a little tough for them going into the playoffs. But if the Nuggets have a rough playoffs and they looking to move some of their core guys except Jokic, KD has to be the target for them. I think that would be crazy. I mean, they could give Phoenix probably the best package. Jamal Murray and, like, Michael Porter Jr. Like, sheesh. And probably not both of them, but maybe MPJ and some picks. Like, you get MPJ and some picks for Phoenix. MPJ and some, that ain't enough. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Like I said, we're not even that far yet where I can be putting up packages together and stuff like that. But yeah, man, just to see KD on the move again, I am kind of sad, but he has no choice in this sense. He tried his best, I think. KD was always the most available, always the best player on this Phoenix Suns team. I can argue with anybody about that. Devin Booker has never been a bad player to me. but he's not better than Kevin Durant. He knows that, but this always has been Devin Booker's team. So it's time for KD to go. I'm excited to see where KD go next, y'all. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Where do y'all see Kevin Durant go next? Where do y'all see Kevin Durant going next? A lot of people saying Denver. I mean, a lot of people saying T-Wolves. A lot of people saying Denver. A lot of people saying Houston. I want to see what y'all guys got to think. I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, do me a big favor. Smash that like button and leave me a comment. And hit that subscribe button, please. Like, I want this channel to grow. We've been doing great these last couple videos. I just need you guys to hit that subscribe button because most of my watch time is from non-subscribers. So if you guys could just hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, you guys will never miss an upload. I love you guys. Till next video. You dig?